I have been at it all morning. First, I was really, really sad because I was like, my death anniversary or whatever is coming up, and I didn't want to get out of bed. So I put on a sermon kind of thing, and I was just listening to that, and it gave me the gumption to reminded me to be like, hey, God, where are you at this morning? As weird as it felt. And whenever I asked that, I heard back, I'm resting, which told me that I too should have been resting. I should have just been like, allowing things to flow, not really like, letting the energies bypass me, but to just sit with them and I guess observe them. I'm not really sure what we do in rest, but I got some today. This morning, I stayed in bed for a couple of hours because I was like really not fighting depression. I was finding things to be grateful for. And then this morning, I realized that I didn't go over fully of what the, hello, by the way, what the Isaiah 40, 30, yeah, 40, 31 scripture, or 40, 29 to 31 scripture meant. And like it actually goes, I read before and I was like, oh, because it's talking about how Jacob was kind of doubting what God could do. And he even talked about to whom will you compare me, or who is my equal, says the Holy One. Lift up your eyes and look to the heavens. And I just felt that so beautiful. And then he also goes to say, I'm going to be everywhere for this, by the way. I've been in conversation with tons of people today, and I love people now. They're really, really beautiful no matter what it seems like or what the way you feel. Connection is everything because we are actually in this together. Um, He who brings out the starry hosts one by one and calls them forth by their name, like he knows all of us, the starry hosts. What up, Freddie Mercury? He's awesome. Freddie Mercury's king. But he knows like all the grains of the sand of the beaches by name, even. Like he knows all of us because we are as above, so below, right? So what's below us is dirt, like little grains of dirt. They're below us. And what's above us is the stars, the universe, the multiverse, and like all these galaxies and stuff like that. And I also saw this other thing ish. Open your dress. I'm not unaddressed, you weirdo. But I also learned that we do in fact live in, or didn't learn, but I'm researching that we do in fact possibly live in fact in parallel universes at all times. And then we have choices as to which one we want to jump on into and which one we want to resonate with most and which one we want to relate to most by using our vocal cords and sounding out what creations we wish to speak. Because all things at all times are possible, right? I just missed this amazing party. Hey everybody! I missed this amazing party last night, which was Everything Everywhere All at Once for their Solar Punk Festival, and I really wanted to go, but I couldn't afford $30 at the time to do it. And I also needed more rest because my spirit was telling me to rest, and I needed to have more time to sit with myself, basically, which was really cool. Like I wasn't sad about it, but I just, it was something I could have been doing. That's okay, I didn't. But like the spirit of burnout, it comes over all of us, right? And then that's what I was also digging into with he gives a strength to the weary, and he increases the power of the weak, even youths grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fail. But those who hope in the Lord, and the word hope is also wait on the Lord. It can also mean pause for the Lord, and what it means is like braid yourself with, to become one with. If you align and stand up with the Lord, like such as Jesus did with all his power and might, he stopped the fucking storms. Like, yo, who wouldn't want to do that? Right? You read a poem you like. I know the first poem I wrote as I think I was 4 years old. It was draw a picture of yourself. You don't need to have skill. Use your heart, if you will. And I was 4 years old whenever I wrote that, so I was like, I don't know what a poem was, but that's a poem I like because it's the only one I really memorized. But I also love Robert Frost and stuff too. But those who hope, like I bind to and like actually unite with and align with, They will renew their strength. They will soar on the wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. And then I went to this study thing of like how, thank you, Josh, of how eagles fly. They don't do anything. They just stand on the precipice of life, we'll just say. Analogy of an eagle. Like, I'm realizing where this analogy came from, because what eagles do is they just stand and they open up their wings. Like that. And then the wind just picks them up. And anyway, the wind, I don't want to stop on my camera, thank you. But the wind just picks the eagles up and like they glide with it. They don't move, they just open up their arms, and like that's kind of like us in victory stance, right? Just not really expect it, but expect it, because those that trust and those are that binded to and braided by it, like DNA, basically. Once we, I don't have phone insurance, thank you. But like once we actually like start uniting and aligning and like getting all of our gumption from this and speaking these things, we can observe like our creations come from us, is the thing. Like all of this is our own creation, right? And all of these universes create at the same timeline, but then therefore parallel universes exist, and we can just align with whatever universe we wish to. It's all right, but we can always just like align to whichever reality that we choose. I was in an argument with, well, I guess not really argument, but there was someone that was trying to argue with me with like, you know, I didn't say any sort of belief or anything like that. I was like, you know, talking about, or I was posting things about flat earth, like, you know, 2, 3 suns, because I thought it was really interesting. I just, when I'm posting for where I'm in challenges, and they kind of call us to post a lot. So I was like, all right, I'll post this, because it was interesting. And then my friends like calling me stupid and stuff like that. I was like, yo, you know, if this really affects you that way, then why are you on my page? Like, are you old enough to be on my page? Because you're acting like a 5-year-old, no offense, but, you know, he was just going up for name calling, and I'm not really a fan of that. But either way, I wanted to come here and do the declaration of non-consent for everybody. Just while I was at it, I wanted to do it on Instagram, but I like you guys, so I hadn't been with y'all yet today. Hello. How do you pronounce your name? Alright, let's go. We are the source from the all source. We are sovereign. We are free. A declaration of withdrawal consent. Hey, Michael Steve, how you doing? A declaration of withdrawal consent and declaration of withdrawal consent to non-consent. Public notice. August 19th, 2015. And like August 18th is my death day too. So like that's why I'm not really. Yeah, I'm manic. I'll fucking admit it. I am very manic, but it's also okay, because that's what I'm learning too, is like what religion did to me after being hurt by like 2 different types of religions. I got hurt in a Christian church that I used to pretty much run, and then in a Catholic church I was just there all the time with. After like some traumatic experiences, both times the priest and the pastor just really shit on me, for lack of a better phrase. Really hurt my feelings, and then I finally got out of my own ego, and I was like, you know, well, I knew it wasn't like whatever. The thing that I learned today was that there is no set rules of being Christian. All that we do is just carry a light, because that's the only transformation that really happened to us. We don't do anything. We just be. If that makes sense. Such as, you know, the way we already were is fine. If that's where God found us, and that is okay, He would understand. And like, God is love, and we are love, regardless of belief or not. Phew. Let's go. Collaboration of work by various authors for unrestricted public use and to a reclaiming of individual sovereignty by one's individual intent and will. The following is to be declared in effect via the spoken word. This is my declaration of freedom from all control, AI beings, and authority structures that interfere and harm against my... Thank you, Josh. Completely and exactly. It is all by grace that we are anything, we even exist. It is all grace. I couldn't agree more. It's just the most beautiful concept, even, and I can't even fathom or wrap my head around it completely, but it's so heartwarming. And by his stripes, we are healed as well. So, where was I? The following is to be declared in effect via the spoken word. This is my declaration of freedom from all control, AI beings, and authority structures that interfere and harm against my sovereign free will. Let it be known that I withdraw consent. I terminate all contracts of agreements concluded by third parties regarding myself and herewith return all liabilities and karmic implications to the contracting parties on all levels, dimension, time, and timelessness. I withdraw consent to having any human being, living organism, machine, entity, corporation, secret group, their representatives or their superiors, employers, their on and off world allies, or anyone looking for or with any of the above to spy, to look into, to watch, or to in any way invade my privacy for any harmful reason. Privacy is defined as my own unique personal life experience. I revoke, I withdraw, and I retract all harmful agreements for all my body's parts, fragments, atoms, DNA cells, etheric essences, and entirety of being as that entire universe that I am on all levels, dimensions, times, cycles of times past, present, and future, on all levels of existence for all my bodies, from the core being of the one that I am to all my bodies across all universes, even in the fold of time and space where much is attempted to be in hiding. Each experience of my being is for my personal growth and development. It is not for corporations to see profit from. They are not to be manipulated and controlled by any person, entity, corporation, government, religion, machine, being except myself. These experiences, which are part of my unique life experience, cannot be used by any other human being, entity, corporation, group, in any other example, or someone or something that is not myself in any way that creates money and or capital for profit or control, whilst demeaning, degrading, or negatively affecting my living being. The monetization and collateralization of my personal energy and personal being, myself, for the purpose of buying, selling, and owning or trading is forbidden under any and every terminology, language, contract that is in being and has been used to control and manipulate my personal energy and being. The monetization and collateralization of my personal human body, which houses my unique DNA, that is my private domain, for the purpose of buying, selling, owning, or controlling, is forbidden and banned. The buying, selling, owning, and trading of my soul energy or my unique human body honored by any stock exchange, financial institution, corporation, government, religious organization in this world or any other world is expressly forbidden and banned. The buying, selling, and owning and trading of my unique personal DNA, energy, physical body, consciousness, anywhere in any universe, any dimension, any astral level, time, or world is forbidden and banned. The harvesting of my energy by any group, organization, corporation, government, religious or sect, astral entity, galactic being, or anyone who is not myself is now forbidden, banned, and barred. Whatever that form it takes, my energy is my own creation, and I do not consent to having it harvested for others to use or to profit from. Such buying, selling, owning, and controlling amounts to slavery, and is forbidden and banned by me under my own sovereign free will and law that I impose. I withdraw consent to the use of, this one is a really good one, because I just saw this video today on how water actually has like nanotechnology within it, and I was like, what? Because I've been saying this for a bit. I'm really, really glad that I had been saying this, that I felt called to say this declaration of non-consent, because I'm learning that these nanotechnology, these nanoparticles that they are putting in the water can actually have like remote control abilities against us. I'll post another video. I know it sounds crazy, but like, it could happen. I'll post it in a different video, however. I withdraw consent to the use of nanotechnology, parasites, or any other type of infectious diseases or infectious technology whatsoever, whensoever, wheresoever, now in the past, the present, or the future, to be used upon my human physical body, mind, consciousness, or soul, whilst I'm living here on Earth, or in any places in and outside of space and time where such forces can influence one's being. I withdraw consent to any type of mind control or the use of intelligent technology, implants, physical, etheric, astral, living or non-living, to be used on my living being, my physical body, my ethereal body, my electromagnetic body, my astral body, my cosmic body, my light body, my Christ body, my consciousness, or my soul body, which could possibly have any harmful effect upon my physical body, my mind, my consciousness, or my soul in any way. I withdraw consent to the external creation of dreams when I'm asleep. I withdraw consent to any other human being, corporation, government, religion, entity, machine, dimensional being, entity, entering my consciousness on any and every level, at any time ever, if the intent is to bring harm into myself or unlawful harm into another entity. I withdraw consent to any type of frequency wave currently being used or historically used to target my private and clearly designated unique and human physical, etheric, astral bodies, my DNA, my cells, my mind, my consciousness, or my soul in any way that is negative. This includes any type of exotic, secret, or covert, earth-based, off-world based technology, which includes locations on the moon or other undisclosed places being used that projects pulses, sorcery beams, waves, or waves of any known frequency, which has been seen to be detrimental. Where was I? Any known frequency seen to be detrimental to human body, mind, consciousness, or soul. Dude, Rudger, yo, like I literally saw this thing too, and they did the what's it called, the storm that they did recently. I saw another deal. Okay, your DNA. Oh my goodness, that makes perfect sense though. I've never been to Disney before, but I know that like they have a thing, they have like a cut in with who is it? Like JP Morgan, and also there's another one like BlackRock, I want to say. Like I'm gonna post some videos today because I recorded some stuff. My screen recorded on stuff, so it's really really weird. Where was I? Oops, might have to start this one. I would draw consent to any frequency wave being used or historically used to target my private and clearly designated unique human physical body, etheric essences, or astral body, my DNA, my cells, my mind, my consciousness, or my soul in any way that is negative. This includes any type of exotic, secret, covert, earth-based, and off-world-based technology, which includes locations on the moon, asteroids, or other undisclosed places being used that projects pulses, sorcery, beams, or waves of any known frequency which has been seen to be detrimental to the human mind, body, consciousness, or soul. I would draw consent to the use and effects of fluoride in the drinking water, in addition to genetically modifying the food grown and sold for human consumption. I would draw consent to aerosol sprays being placed in the air that I breathe, nor to programming being certain music I listen to. I would draw consent and do not accept any programming placed in the audio and video images I'm exposed to. I would draw consent to the negative manipulation of the weather and to the poisoning of the earth because none of these acts are harmful to myself and to others. I would draw consent to the use of psychics, black occult magicians, archeons, demons, and negative spirits, or any entities use mental energies or any forms of frequency or harm or attack against my living beings or bodies, or use my bodies to inflict harm upon others. I would draw consent to exotic machine-like robotic technology, either physically, etherically, or astrally implanted, used in any way to track, alter, torment, attack, abuse, infect, or harm my body, my mind, my astral body, my consciousness, my light body, my Christ body, my soul body, at any time, any place, for any reason. Oops, why am I going up? I would draw consent to any deception being used on my living being at any time, anywhere, which creates any negative outcomes concerning the health and welfare of my own personal body, mind, consciousness, or soul in any way, also known as my personal living being, or to my free will, my prosperity, my wealth, my happiness, also described as my life. I use my sovereign and lawful will and intention to declare in order that no energetic can deceive me personally in any way that affects me harmfully or negatively. No treaty made with any human being, corporation, government, religion, entity, machine, being, except whether on this planet or off this planet, is valid if that contract or treaty in any way affects my life, my body, my mind, my consciousness, or my soul in any measurable, negative, and harmful way. No treaty made by anyone anywhere is valid if it collaterally affects my living and breathing being, my life, my happiness, my prosperity in a harmful and negative way without my full and comprehensive, transparent consent to said or stated treaty, even if I personally am not party to such a treaty. This includes all corporate treaties and contracts, as well as any treaties or contracts considered to be off-world and or interdimensional. I remove all prior consent to deception, harm, enslavement, or control of my living being, my physical body, my ethereal body, my electromagnetic body, my astral body, my light body, my consciousness, my cosmic body, my Christ body, or my soul body, on any and all levels. Any previous consent or contracts or perceived consents through any form of tacit or assumed consent is now completely null and void. Forbidden and banned upon all levels of existence. Any contract made during any of my previous on or off-world incarnations that involve gross deception, gross violation, trickery, mind control, black occult, sorcery practices are all here and now made permanently null and void. No contract I have signed or agreed to, either in writing or as assumed tacit agreement, as concerns incarnations in any way, shape, or form upon this earth is valid, regardless of any perceived amount of space or time, physical dimension or otherwise, has transpired since that original contract or agreement was begun. If any of my previous consensual contracts, which I was party, involved me being under duress and were made as a result of deception, they are all now deemed invalid. If any of my previous consensual contracts, which involved intentions of using me to serve another selfish agenda or purpose, they are all now invalid. Any person being corporation, government, religion, entity, machine, consciousness, and wishes to have any contracts, agreements, or treaties with me, my living being, my physical body, my ethereal body, my light body, my consciousness, my cosmic body, my Christ body, my soul body, must do so in complete transparency with every single piece of that contract, consent, explainable detail, with absolutely no mission, information, or obligations left unstated. It must be written out in full with my fully conscious approval and wet ink signature. Public notice to Earth's criminal, harming, inducing, appointed caretakers or leaders, including earthly visitors, whom are their supporters, any being, entity, corporation, government, religion, and machines, or persons aligned in any way with any of these beings. If any such things as listed above are being done or ever were done, then those acts occurred without my consent and will be considered deception and are void and null. All tacit or pursued consent by me for any act of doing done by another person, entity, being, etc., that affects me in any way that I perceive as negative, harming, or controlling my free will, whatsoever, whensoever, wheresoever, is hereby now permanently removed, challenged, and denied. It is denied to any and all beings unless a current contract or treaty has been negotiated with me personally. Notice to agent is notice to principal. Notice to principal is notice to agent. No further notice is deemed necessary. This is now both written and recorded on this planet Earth guide upon all world, dimensional, universal, multiversal, utopian now records. If any human being, entity, government, religion, machine, corporation, group from this planet Earth Gaia, any dimension, any universe, any other perceived other level of existence wishes to form any contract agreements or treaties with me, my physical body, my ethereal body, my electromagnetic body, my astral body, my light body, my cosmic body, my consciousness, my Christ body, or my soul body, must do so face to face in this physicality that my human body resides in on this planet, in full acknowledgement and agreement of my free will to choose to do so, only under the agreements written in this declaration. I have the right to my own sovereign free will to update, to change, or to modify this declaration at any time that I please. Sam out, basically. But yeah, I realized the stuff with Disney and BlackRock, like all these really big corporations are getting together to like conspire some crazy stuff, and it's disconcerting. I'm going to be sharing other videos. I know my room's a mess, but I might throw my back because I got rear-ended. And I was told to rest from the ER and emergency room and doctors and stuff like that. None of my bones are broken, thank goodness, but they were like, yo, my nerves are like kind of shattered, or not really shattered, but they were like shocked or what kind of. So I'm being obedient for the first time and actually taking rest and just sitting at my computer now. I know like the first week after, or like this first Sunday it happened, I passed out, and that's when the emergency room doctors were telling me to just rest. And I was like, well, what the fuck? I was on my computer. Like, is that not resting? And apparently, no, it's not. So I was just set on fire with my heart, with connecting with other people on Instagram. And, you know, I thought I would bring that over here and be like, hey guys, much love, one love. All right, well, I guess I will see y'all later. I'm going to try and read this. Chips in the wristbands, I can tell. Man, I've never been to Disney before. I'm kind of wondering if it's a good thing, because I've always wanted to go to Disney as a kid and stuff. All right, well, y'all have a great day. I will see y'all later. Much love, one love, and thank y'all so much for joining me. I'll see y'all later. Bye, guys. I'm going to be in court tomorrow. Ooh, that's another thing. I've got the last court date tomorrow, and then the lawyer is actually seeming to be really friendly with me. I was like, you know, if you want to hang out afterwards, and I'm down to meet up with you at 11. He's like, because I go up there at 7 a.m. He's trying to get me to go up there like 10 or 11. I was like, well, if you want, because I think that he's into me, which is really fucking weird. I don't understand why people would be into me, but that's okay. We'll try it out since I'm interested. I'm gonna go at this with caution. Conspiracy theories have been in this chat. The whole chat's a conspiracy supply. All right, thanks, supply. Y'all have a great day. I'll see y'all later, though. I'll contact y'all before I go in, or as I'm going into court and stuff. So, or actually probably before, because I'm gonna do the Bible reading then and stuff. So. But okay, bye. Much love, one love. Thank y'all again for joining me.